96,000. Whoa.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. This is our special theatrical production brought to you
Yes.
by Mistress Miriam. And you just heard Lin-Manuel Miranda with 96,000 off of In the Heights. And we started off with Margo Seibert Getting There off of In Transit, Broadway's first a cappella musical. So, Lin-Manuel. We just all recently saw him on the special 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
He's everywhere. He is a star, Lin-Manuel. And this, by the way, is my special college section of the show. Two composers who went to college in Western New England. And Lin-Manuel Miranda went to, of course, Wesleyan University in Middletown.
Where he wrote,
He wrote In the Heights. The first draft of In the Heights was written while he was an undergraduate at Wesleyan University. And let me tell you, that's amazing.
yeah,
And Lin-Manuel Miranda does everything. I mean, he acts and he sings and he directs and he dances and he's a composer and a lot of people believe, Hamilton is like his masterpiece. I believe that In the Heights is his masterpiece. It shows. And, as a young man, as an undergraduate, I mean, it shows all of his influences.
mm,
He was so heavily influenced by Jonathan Larson, who wrote Rent. He says, I never knew like something could be so modern. And of course, Rent was written about a neighborhood in New York. It was written about the East Village. Here we have a play written about Washington Heights. Rent is downtown, Washington Heights is uptown, but it's about these characters who all know each other in this neighborhood. It's so evident in this play, that influence. He was so influenced by Sondheim. You can hear that in the music too, all the counterpoint that's there, the rap and the Spanish music. I mean, it's so original. The man is truly a masterpiece.
absolutely. When I first saw 96,000, my first thought was to Rent. It's funny how you mentioned the connection there. And I
Oh,
was
it's
thinking of 625,000, you know?
600 minutes, 925,000
Yeah.
moments to share. That's so interesting.
But Lin-Manuel, he's got more flows than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, he does. Yes. Getting back to like, movies, John M. Chu, who we just discussed, who directed Wicked, directed the movie version of In the Heights. And let me tell you, that is his masterpiece. And I also love Crazy Rich Asians. But In the Heights, the film, is a must see. I think it's John M. Chu's masterpiece, but it is unbelievable. They do like a whole Busby Berkeley thing in like the community pool. It's
That was amazing. Yeah.
the 96,000, this takes place in various parts of the neighborhood. And one of the lead characters, he owns the bodega, the corner store, and everybody comes to get their lottery ticket. And the winning lottery ticket was bought at the store. And that's what the 96,000 is. And so the whole play talks about dreams and these little dreams. That's what it's about. Everybody having these little dreams. And so this money kind of feeds into like, well, what would you do? What would you,
Yeah.
but it's so dynamic. I mean, my God.
Creatively, he switches up the tempo. And like you were saying, he kind of asks people, what are you going to do with the 96,000? And they tell their story. And it's such a beautiful tapestry.
It's a masterpiece. I just don't know what else to say. It is a tapestry. I think and this is, by the way, the radio cut of the song. I mean, if you want to listen to I mean, we can't play the non-radio cut because there are words you can't play on the radio,
If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the video from the movie In the Heights.
and you should and watch the movie. It's and a nice little sort of Jonathan Larson Rent moment, connection there is that Daphne Rubin Vega, who was in the original production, Broadway production, off Broadway, and then Broadway production of Rent is in the film of In the Heights.
Ah,
Very cool. And she's my age. So it's like, her be playing the young woman back in the day when there was Rent, and now she's the grown-up woman. We start off with Margo Seibert singing Getting There from the musical In Transit, Broadway's first a cappella musical by Kristen Anderson Lopez. And because this is our college version, she went to Williams College in
ah,
Williamstown, Massachusetts. And this blows my mind. I did not see this musical. The sound, a cappella always amazes me. It always blows my mind, like what the human voice can do. And it's so rich and the sound is so big. They do have a percussionist, but wow. And let me tell you, she has won a ton of awards. And she's married to George Lopez, who is an EGOT. She has, I mean, most of her awards were things that she wrote with him. They wrote Frozen and Frozen 2.
oh,
Yes, the films, and they won the Academy Awards for the songs for that. So I mean, they're huge in movie musicals, big time huge. And they do live in Connecticut in an undisclosed location.
cool. Wow.
It is cool. This musical was definitely groundbreaking. There was nothing like it, and there hasn't been anything like it since. It won the Drama Desk Award. It's won the Lucille Lortel Award, Outer Critics Circle Award.
Well, being the first a cappella musical, I mean, there's such a dynamic range of the vocals, and you think like, whoa, is this really a cappella? And you hear the bass in this, and it sounds like synthetic almost, but it's not.
No,
It's so good.
it is the human voice. It's so invigorating. It's so original. The subject matter is so original. It's very New York, the subway, of course. It's just so cool. And I'm sorry I never got to see this.
So, what do we have to wrap up the show?
You have a little, musical tribute kind of Tin Pan Alley kind of thing to wrap up the show. We're going to be hearing from Judy Garland.
Judy Garland?
Yes, Judy Garland. She's not from Western Massachusetts. Another connection there, but we are going to be hearing from Judy Garland. I love that we're playing Judy Garland on this show, but we're going to start by hearing from Dean Martin.
Dean Martin?
I'm playing this one for you because I know that you love Dean Martin.
Oh, man.
I'll buy that dream off Dreaming with Dean.